That sign's in wonderful condition. Well, it was about 10 years ago. You know, we can really turn it on in Cairns. See what I'm seeing. Point of view, POV, filming. This is not the main way to go at Crystal Cascades. I've taken the other track that comes from the car park. It is the track less followed, which I don't mind doing. Strike out in new directions. You know, I've been asked, how do you make these films while you're at work? Well, I'm not at work now, so I don't have to worry about that. If you're wondering if has it caused me problems, yes. My goodness. Yes. But like the elk, I deal with those problems generally by running away really fast. But then as soon as I can, I stop, I relax, I smell the roses, I figuratively just relax, graze, figuratively on figurative grass. It had become an issue, my filming, so Elvis left the building for the last time in that capacity. But like sands through the hourglass, so too are the days of our lives. Nothing lasts forever, except being the elk. I'll show you what I'm looking at. Being the elk continues on. You just have to change the ways that you are the elk. Beautiful clean water. Wonderful. I will be drinking some of that. This track came to here. There's a challenging section here. I'm 51 years old, but I seem younger. I seem much younger. I seem like, I don't know, 50 years old, not 51. I can do stuff like this. This is quite a challenging gradient. You'd think you're not even on a path occasionally, but I am. Of course, stinging trees are in this area, but at the moment, having a heart attack is probably more my problem than Dendrosnides moroides, the stinging bush. Oh, there's someone right next to me that's breathing hard. Right next to me. You might hear them in the microphone. But when I turn around, they keep turning around too. So I can't show you that person. That person isn't very fit. That's all I can say. Yeah, have a look to see who's that person that's breathing hard. I can't see him. I can sure as hell hear him. Oh my goodness. Gosh, have a look what I'm looking at. Getting down will be easier. I'll just be falling down, getting up with injuries that are needing a hospital stay is the only problem. But getting down to the bottom is going to be pretty easy and quick. I won't be worrying about the stinging bush. Be worried about ruptured spleens, stuff like that. I didn't sign up for this when I applied for a stay, a visit at Crystal Cascades. I would have come with my mountaineering gear. If I'd known. It was me. I was the one breathing hard. Yeah, I mean, I'm not anyone to judge or tell people their limits or anything, but I'm not sure if this is a wheelchair intended wheelchair track, this one. If it is, I'm impressed. Whoever does this one, you want to be electric, you might want to talk to Elon about it. I'm having a code red. Code red. Where do you reckon they keep the defibrillator up here? If you see it, let me know. Oh, that tree might be marked in a fashion indicating a tree cabinet housing a defibrillator, because I think I'm in need of one. My heart just stopped for a sec. That was weird. That's never happened before at any other place. Getting quite high. Who put that there? The genius part of this plan is that this is such an insane track that I'm not going to meet a hell of a lot of people, which makes this one of the only videos on the road I've ever filmed where I'm sort of don't have to worry about awkward moments, because that's normally the main thing that's going on for me. I mean, it doesn't get seen on the footage, much. I mean, Cairns lobster's one of the more real channels. It's raw. It's raw. It's largely unedited. And obviously I'm piecing footage together, but you'd be surprised. Almost tripped up. I'm pretty high. Up here. Thought I heard something. This is Spanian style. Spanian! 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 One of my influences is Spanian. I hear him discussing things about music and various things, and I find it very interesting as a bona fide content maker. Into my 4th month, not quite 4.5. I call it 4.3. No one arguing with me. No one. Whoop. I just pirouetted off the path. The fact that I didn't stumble straight into a stinging bush surprises me still. Spanian, I've never seen him navigating a path like I just did. Oh my goodness. So Elvis just left the building in one sense as a contractor for bells. I went to a fashion boutique that I like. It's actually reasonably priced. There are cheaper ones, but they have put together a nice assortment of stuff. I knew what I wanted. This is one of the t-shirts. I'm a hitman. I will hit, well, small men. I'm a hit small man. But wait a while. Up here, I'll show you what I'm looking at. It's not so bad because there's no wispies. That's a wait a while cane, feeder canes. They'll be going up into the tree. See how they wait a while feeds up. That's a type of wait a while. That's another type. That's the predominant type. And they feed up into trees. I mean, they will hook onto things and then just get taken with them. They'll wrap around things, and that's that. They are now part of that tree, and they will keep throwing up higher and higher. They punch those tendrils directly up, and when they get it high enough, like a couple of metre, they kind of fall over, and by then the plant is kind of makes it so it falls onto something. It has been heading for something. They are an animate plant in that sense. They are not your average inanimate kind of plant that's just growing. These things, they have a it all going on. I'll show you what I'm looking at. I'm looking at me, so are you. Hello. Hello. My name's Andre Lobster. I mean, we've all got our own solutions to life. My plan of being the elk means that I say things like, Elvis has left the building. That works for me. I ran, but I like to work. There's a lot of work that likes to get done for a lot of people still. So I'm not running away from work. And if anything, I'm running headlong into bigger, badder work, more confronting work, longer hours, 10 hours, more heat, chuck another 10 on, chuck another 20 on an hour, chuck another 10 on, at least 10 to 15 on the Celsius thermometer. Kimberleys are calling. It'll be hot. It'll be 45. Or maybe it'll be what it always seems to be when I'm there, 47. Seems to be a really popular number. I mean, that's very irresponsible to be the elk and to do all of that. And I'm not denying it. I'm not proposing anyone take on lightly the elk. But sometimes you've got to be stuck with the fact that you can't rapidly unravel the situation that has stressed you so that you can get on with smelling the roses, figuratively munching on grass, chilled out, forgot all about whatever the hell had happened. No point hanging on to it. The elk doesn't choose to mull over things. It can relax now, so the elk relaxes. Everyone has to do what they need to do. I don't give advice really. I mean, when it comes to the metabolic health crisis, there's all the information in the world now. I'm starting to feel hopeful. 5th of November, American time. By the 6th, I guess, 7th. I'll know if I can get really excited. In the meantime, I'm watching everything that comes from RFK, his podcasts, his guests, Tulsi Gabbard, Trump himself. My goodness, they're giving me hope. They're giving me hope. Robert F. Kennedy is giving me hope. The team of Trump 2024 is giving me hope. Now all they have to do is kind of get over the algorithms and problems like that with being promoted. Hopefully just an overwhelming landslide, massive landslide will give some stability to the whole world. The whole world will benefit from having some guidance on the corruption that's behind metabolic health, behind censorship, or why it's hard to promote things, or how you can get taken out so easy. I mean, I work for Google, so, you know, I want to work for YouTube. I want to. So I don't really do anything wrong towards them. But Cairns Lobster is all about the truth. Whatever it is, it is. Leave it at it. I'm so high up here, I really don't know if I want to get any higher, because what goes up's got to come down. I might go to the main part now and go and talk to some people. Come on, let's go for a little bit further. Had a little bit of a rest. I mean, with your decisions in life, I guess if they feel right, maybe they're right. I feel like my day took a better turn. Elvis left the building. I won't be getting no calls, I don't think, saying, "Oh, you were wonderful. I hope you go well in life." I didn't. But from the actual people I work with, my fellow members of the working class, at the working class level, was good. I said goodbye to my friends as friends. Whoever was a friend had to say goodbye as a friend. One guy had the nickname of Tripod, and I just thought, maybe naively, that the only thing how he could have got a name like that, the only way, is that he's into photography. You know, that's all I'm saying. If I hadn't caught that, that would have been going pear-shaped real fast. So far, nothing in me thinks that I made the right call pushing on a little bit further up this hill, because I just walked into a completely upwards pitching friggin' section, and I almost started plummeting down there. I really don't think that you can get the impression here. I accidentally not gonna. That was a terrible demonstration. Well, it's genuinely scary here. It's really slippery. I wouldn't be coming on this path. That tree snapped off the top. You can see it was already got all the mushrooms on it. They get on it when it's dead. This is genuinely scary. I just push past that widowmaker branch. Oh, you know, these people that traverse up dangerous mountaineering stuff, mate, they're braver than me. I'm terrified just thinking about some of these situations that they must get themselves into. I mean, just there was bad enough. That was so steep. Well, here's a good idea. I'll go Spaniard style. That takes out one of my hands. In the few seconds I've got to keep myself alive, I'll be glancing at the camera I'll make some beautiful footage of me plummeting. This is the bit here that wasn't much fun. This was not much fun coming up. Oh my goodness. I'm not sure if this is wheelchair friendly. I'm telling you, I don't know. Like, you're gonna, well, I'd be reading the instruction manual thoroughly if you're going to contemplate it. It would have to be custom made by Elon Musk and the team at Tesla. They'd want to probably be able to fly. Essentially, it's fine for a wheelchair here, it's fine. As long as the wheelchair can fly, then it's fine. But don't worry, even if it were flying one, it's going to be hard around here. So that's where I'm at. Oh, that almost got caught under my foot, which would have made me basically somersault into this next section. Now, I like to go through life basically, you know, where things are in control a little bit. I don't necessarily want to somersault into the next section of life. I want to just walk into it with steel caps if I need to, or barefoot, but not here. Maybe at the next section I'll take my boots off, but I'm not going to here, because these boots are made for walking. That's just what I'm gonna do. One of these days, these boots are gonna fall right down this hill. I've got a march fly has entered my comfort zone. It's hovering around, making me distracted. I want all of my attention at the moment on my singing, and I'll just run on autopilot as I attempt to get down here in a slightly longer time than what it would take me if I plummeted down here. But I don't want to take forever. I want somewhere in between. I'm trying to work out how long it would take for me to get down there, plummeting, screaming, hollering for my mummy, and then I'll add another 50% to it. It's about how long I want to actually take. Pretty sure I've lost the path at some point. Who's to say? Oh no, this is it. I remember that spider web that I'm just now going to walk through. Now I'm caught. It's not a very serious problem. Pirouetting has been a problem today. I have do-si-doed on a couple of occasions. I don't seem to be on a path. I managed to come down, but I'm coming down a much easier way than what I went up. Making good ground. One of these branches snap. I basically will not make it. The first rock I strike will be with my temple of my head. We've got a cave-like structure. I am so angry that there's not Aboriginal rock paintings in it. It's the only reason I came up here. This cane is going to make my life hard. It's a road less travel, all right, for me today. Friggin' took some doing this video. It's beautiful in here. 100% didn't take you on some journey that was wheelchair friendly. At the top point there, I was a little bit concerned. Didn't seem to be a great idea to keep going in that direction. Managed to take a turn from the actual path that I took to get up there and took a path that was not a path, but I have managed to get myself almost to the bottom still while holding a camera. To say I've had a workout is an understatement and a half. My legs are burning. I need to lose some visceral fat, so in that sense it was good. Unfortunately, it was slightly more stressful than what I was hoping, and stress, of course, is a contributing factor into gaining visceral fat. Lack of sleep is a way to gain visceral fat. Eating processed, industrialised foods and drinks is a way to gain visceral fat. Visceral fat itself creates inflammation, and inflammation is a way to, again, you're in a cycle of gaining visceral fat through a lot of ways, whereas the ways to lose visceral fat is more streamlined. There's a process to lose it. Cleaning up your diet, getting more sleep, sprinting type exercises as opposed to endurance type exercising, because some of that long amount sort of food cassowary would like. Yeah, some of those, there's just full of them on the ground. I can't say I've ever heard of cassowaries around here, but I'm sure they are here. Oh. I mean, Cairns, we've got, a lot of us have got relationships with birds, like we all, with our cassowaries. We all have seen Elvis and its young over the years. Because Elvis has a area that he and his lady have, an area that's on either side of the highway. Elvis in particular doesn't get to do it as easily as the female, who only has to get herself down. Get herself across. Elvis has to have a young one or two with him, and they are doughy, mate. Those young ones are so doughy and ditzy. Look after yourself. Be kind to yourself. Self-love is the best love.